welcome back to Nurse Catherine here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting a new video series called Medical Professionals. So I have Ira here with me today, and she's a friend of mine. I know her from the hospital that I work at, and she is currently there working as a patient care assistant, PCA, also could be called a CNA or a med tech. So I'm gonna ask her a few questions about what she does and kind of educate you guys about what a PCA is and how you can make a career out of this. Okay, so the first question we're gonna start with for Iram is, Iram, what is a PCA?
So a PCA is a patient care assistant, also known as a nurse's aide or a med tech. Wherever you work, it's kind of a different term. So we kind of work side by side with the nurses, just doing any small tasks that they delegate to us. Anything to really do to help the patient get comfortable in bed, use the bathroom. We do things such as catheterizing patients, yeah, all of that kind of stuff.
All right, awesome. So secondly, another big question a lot of people have for any medical professional is, Iram, is there any kind of education or debt that you needed to go into to get this job?
You actually do not need any. You learn everything you need to know for this job on the job. You do have a few weeks of orientation where they kind of teach you the basics, but then everything you learn pretty much on the floor that you're working on. And everyone's they're really there for you. They make sure you're comfortable before you go on off by yourself.
All right, thirdly, what kind of direct patient care do you have? Are you with the patient a lot? Are you only with them a little bit? So what does that look like?
I'm with them almost every hour because we do rounding every hour.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's even more than that whenever, because we get either between 6 to 10 to 15 patients depending on how the day goes. So you're usually in there answering call bells. Whenever they go off, you're seeing them a lot more than the nurses, I would say, because you're doing a lot of the small things they need, again, like helping them to the bathroom and
brushing their teeth, all that kind of stuff.
Adjusting them in bed, anything they would need like that.
All right, Iram, walk me through the typical PCA day. What are you doing from start to finish? What does that look like?
So what I do is the second I come in, I always sit down and we'll find out what my assignment is, sit down and just look at the basics of my patients, like whether they're gonna need their sugars checked throughout the day, when they need their vital signs done, like how often. And usually then I just get small things like that and I go to the nurses or the PCAs from the previous shift and ask them anything I would need to know specifically for certain patients because they had that contact already, so they'd be able to pass that information on. And then I go around and do vital signs. And then just kind of sit around, check whenever they order dinner to check their sugars, get vital signs throughout the day whenever they need them, and then just do small things like that. And then towards the end of the night, it's a lot of just getting them ready for bed again, getting vital signs, and then that's pretty much it.
Now, are you working 8-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts?
I do 8-hour shifts.
8-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So you do all of that in 8 hours?
Yeah.
For about how many patients?
Usually right now I get about 10 to 15.
All at once?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
It took a little bit to be able to balance it, but
yeah, how is that starting off?
At first it was a little hard because I'm used to, I'm in nursing school, so I'm only used to having about 5 patients, but now going up to 15 and having to do all the little things for them, it's kind of hard keeping track, but now it's getting a little, I'm getting the flow of things.
So would you say you have to be well organized to be able to complete this job?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So second to last, what made you want to become a PCA?
So I'm in nursing school. I'm in my last year, and I just figured I wanted to get more of that close patient contact within my last year and really working side by side with the nurses to be able to see what they do. So then when I go into my future career, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Mainly for me is just getting a lot of that face-to-face patient contact.
Yeah, that's awesome. And last but not least, guys, probably something you all have been wanting to know, Ira, how much do you get paid as a PCA?
So since I work weekends, I get paid a little more. There's a differential between working on the weekdays and the weekends, so I get paid about a little over $14 an hour. on the weekends.
14 an hour with no schooling at all and on-the-job training. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
It's a great deal.
And is there any areas for growth as a PCA? Like, can you grow as a PCA and get more money an hour?
It depends on how much experience you had before coming into, I believe, and then how many years you have under your belt going forward. I believe you get raises every year, I think. So I think that's pretty much like how it goes.
And then another question I have for you would be, I know just because I work at the hospital, of course, with you, there are 2 levels of a PCA. There's a PCA 1 and a PCA 2, similar to like an RN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the higher you climb, the more you get paid. Is that also for a PCA? Do you get paid more if you become a PCA 2? If you know.
I actually have no idea.
You don't know? No. That's okay. That's okay.
I think so. I mean, I'd imagine because you have more years and experience under your belt.
Yeah. That's okay. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Please thank Iram for her guest appearance in my videos today. If you have any questions for myself or for Iram, please comment below. I'm sure she would be happy to comment also if you have any questions. So that is it, guys. I hope you have a very, very blessed day. Don't forget to stay tuned for Saturday's video as well, and more videos to come about medical professionals. That's it.
All right, cool.
Isn't that pretty easy?